Hi, I'm Nikki.
I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Jamie.
And this is America's Asses, a galcast.
Woo, ladies! Yay!
We got some big news. We went live.
Woot woot.
Woo-woo. We have 3 episodes out as of today. Because this is the 6th episode. So,
we're a little behind the times.
You know what? Good things take a little time.
Exactly.
Yeah. But here's the happy news. Tomorrow starts Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Seriously stoked.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm going to do that one.
How early are you going to watch it?
I'm probably going to watch it tomorrow night after the kids go to bed. I've been saving my calories. I've been eating at a deficit all week so I could eat cake while I'm watching it tomorrow night.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. No, I'm watching it tomorrow night. And then I'll do the first episode and it's going to be the same thing that we do. Just we're going to release
it sooner.
Yeah, we're going to release it by maybe Wednesday.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed by Wednesday. It depends how fast I can get it edited. Mr. Big is off all weekend.
Your face.
Oopsie.
Okay. Bitch puts on makeup and she's a whole new person.
Right?
She doesn't know what she's doing.
She is.
I know. I broke my no makeup rule. I know. Bitch got to go to Kohl's to return stuff, you know? I'll watch it probably Friday night after the kids go to bed.
Thank God, because if I have to go through a whole day of work knowing that you two watched it and I didn't.
Well, how long is it though? Is it longer than I didn't even look?
I don't know. I know there's only 6. I know there's only 6 episodes.
So does that mean they're like hour episodes? Jamie's gonna be stuck doing the last episode
again.
Yeah, I get screwed. Like, no pressure, guys.
And forgot to really introduce ourselves. This is America's Asses, a galcast. We're just 3 Southside dames doing an MCU centric podcast.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes, that's what the MCU stands for, as we learned from Jeopardy.
And people got it wrong.
People, yeah.
You know, they're nerds in a different way than us.
Right.
We're cool.
We'll never
nerds.
be on that level. Let's be honest.
Oh, no. I mean, I think we're very smart women, but damn, I could not. No.
I won the history bee in 6th grade.
Ooh, fancy pants.
Questions from the history bee?
No, and it's funny because I'm terrible at history.
That's right.
Oh my God.
When we do trivia, it's never her.
I peaked in 6th grade and went downhill in history ever since. But don't get me wrong, I can study and I'll ace a test, but I just can't remember it.
Yeah.
Because
things don't stick that don't serve you in your life.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. Just like all through high school, I was in like pre-cal, I was in AP, math. You can't ask me to do any calculus right now. I have no clue. Sine, cosine, what? Don't know.
I know. Wait till the kids get old enough.
You're just trying to learn the new math. The kids.
Let me tell you about the new math.
Dude, I'm not ready.
Yay, new math. I'm all for it. I may get haters. But you know, we ain't haters. We love differences.
Absolutely. And you can help me when my little one gets old enough to do math.
It will. I'm telling you, it will change your life.
That's what HaHa's for.
But HaHa does not know how to do new math.
Is HaHa open to even learning the new math?
No.
HaHa can't even explain he can't even teach us how to play Pinochle. Come on.
It's hard. My
Dude.
mom tried to teach me how to play pinochle.
Oh my God.
And
I hate that fucking game.
it's hard.
My dad and her dad were trying to teach us one day, and we're like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
I literally almost flipped the table.
You ready? Oh,
Yeah.
wait. I have to pee. Will you give me 2 minutes to go pee?
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to waddle myself out of my closet. Hold on. All right. Sorry. Thank you, ladies.
That was fast.
No worries.
Let me settle on in. It was a great episode, Jamie.
I know.
Such a good episode.
Like, this is probably top 2 of my favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
So many
Right.
answers.
Well, let me.
Yet I still have a lot of questions.
Well, of course, but more answers.
Well, and then do you look at it differently now that we've seen the entire series?
Yes.
I know.
Like, so much yes.
Is Little
Today.
Big typing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's what I hear, like clackety 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 clackety. It's like, well, that's not you.
No.
Okay. Well,
'Cause
anyway.
I think with your nails, it would sound different.
It would sound higher pitched.
Exactly.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, James.
Oh boy. All right, to say I'm nervous is a little bit of an understatement because this is a big episode, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're here for you. We got you.
Yeah.
We got
We
you.
got
I
you.
know.
We got you.
I feel like this is going to be like a long recap, but there's just so much going on.
From now on, I mean, I don't anticipate this episode being 45 minutes
No.
or even an hour.
No. And I, watched it and rewatched it and scaled my notes back, and I'm going, but there's still 3 full pages.
You don't want to cut anything out. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
So, well, buckle up. We're ready.
All right.
Let's do
Here we
this.
go.
Sit back and hunker down.
Seriously. So, episode 6 is an homage to Malcolm in the Middle. Right off the bat, we see that this episode introduction mirrors Malcolm in the Middle from, the camera angles and like the crazy warped, transitions between characters and things like that. And they have a Malcolm in the Middle-esque theme song. And I don't know if either of you noticed, the theme song lyrics are talking about not questioning what you've done and asking what if this is all an illusion.
Yes.
And then it literally tells you sit back and enjoy the show.
Yes.
Like,
Anna
and that's how
mentions
we
chaos.
kick the episode off.
Yes.
Yes. So, I mean, if that wasn't an indicator, I don't know what was.
Sit back and enjoy the show.
So Kathleen Hanna, she's from, I want to say, let me ask Mr. Big. Hold on. Hey, got a question for you. Who was it that sang the opening theme to the Malcolm in the Middle episode of WandaVision? What band was she in? Bikini Kill. That's it. Thank you, darling. Catherine Hanna from Bikini Kill, which is a really awesome punk band. But anyway, I digress. Go ahead.
I digress. So in this episode, we see something that we haven't really consistently noticed in the past 5 episodes, which is the fourth wall being broken and talking directly to the camera as if the camera was another character.
Mm-hmm.
This episode is the Halloween episode. So we see Billy in costume, and both Billy and Tommy are wanting to go trick-or-treating because even at, the ripe age of, I don't even know what they're at now, 10,
And
this is their first time trick-or-treating.
well, yeah, because they
So-
age 10 years in, a day.
Right. Right.
Saturday morning, afternoon.
Exactly. So Wanda comes down the stairs, and she is dressed as a Sokovian fortune teller.
Ha ha ha.
I love the way she did it. She went, I'm a Sokovian fortune teller. And she like, her little face was like, doo-doo. I know, it was cute.
So the costume that she's actually wearing for this Halloween episode is her Scarlet Witch costume from the comics, which is a nice nod.
Yeah.
And also, I had searched that in the comics, Wanda thought her mother, Natalia, was the fortune teller before learning that Natalia was previously the Scarlet Witch.
What?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Look at Jamie laying on the info.
I'm telling you, I dive deep into this episode.
Don't let it rule your life, though. You get too into it, you become Wanda.
Ooh.
I wouldn't mind actually if I
I
looked
was
like
gonna
her.
say that doesn't scare me. Okay. Billy comments on how Wanda has been weird since Pietro came to town, because if we remember, at the end of last week's episode, Big Bro came to town. So you could just tell that things are off in the family dynamic. He's a little weird. The kids are seemingly a little afraid of him.
He's a man-child.
Tiptoeing on eggshells. Sorry, my nose is itching. I need a Kleenex.
Or kiss a fool.
Oh, she kisses Little Big.
Like, I'll stick with the Kleenex. It's like up my nose. I'm gonna send you both a video right now
Uh-oh.
that I took when you were peeing.
Okay.
Of this is what I'm dealing with. Oh my god, I just gotta.
So all that tickety tack I hear is not your dog walking across the floor.
No.
It's him typing.
Yeah.
Little
Mhm.
Big is a very aggressive typer.
Yes, and he has no nails.
What
Like
the
none.
fuck?
Like he has skin, no nails.
Look at him. Look at that. Oh my god, let me check this video out.
Like this is what I deal with.
He's like, get down, whoop, get down, jungle boogie, get down, get down.
I don't even know what's going on in there, but it's his own little party for sure.
All right. I love this. We gotta save this. Maybe I'll put it at the. Oh, you know what? I'll put it at the end of our YouTube for this episode.
Yes,
What I'll do.
that would be amazing. Like a little outtake, little fun little side.
Should I put a happy face over his face though?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll black out his face with a happy face emoji.
that would be awesome.
Oh, Little Big.
Yeah,
Why we love him.
I mean, at least it makes me smile.
Yes.
At the very least. Okay. Will you stop it?
Tell him we can hear everything.
I don't even want to tell you what he was doing just now.
Doing his seductive Sokovian welcome.
He was
Yes.
using his stomach as a fucking drum. They can hear you.
Tell him it's just gonna make it harder for me to edit at the end.
And Nikki says you're a very aggressive typer.
To edit that
Yes.
shit. Tell
Nikki
him.
goes, Nikki goes, is your dog running around? I said, no, Martin's on the couch. That's and she goes, he's a very aggressive typer. My cheeks hurt.
This is gonna be the best episode ever.
Oh my god, I literally have tears in my eyes right now.
I don't wanna cry because I've got my eye makeup is perfect and it's the first
It
time I've
is.
worn eye makeup in a year.
Oh my god. It's hysterical.
Oh, all right.
Oh, now that I've collected myself.
Where did you even leave off?
Did we even like really start?
We're at Sokovian fortune teller.
Yes.
Yep,
And- and
that's exactly where we
man-child.
stopped.
Yeah,
That's exactly
man-child,
where we
yes.
stopped.
Mhm.
Okay.
So the next thing we see is Vision coming downstairs, and he is dressed as a Mexican wrestler who conveniently didn't have anything else in his closet, which I think it's because Wanda is controlling everything. So by her taking everything else aside from that costume out, she's forcing him to take part in Halloween.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I also, did you guys notice he came down like full of piss and vinegar, like onto her. And then all of a sudden he was like, well, I really didn't have a choice.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he
a
seemed
little
very snippy.
angsty this
Yes.
episode.
Well,
Yes.
he was in this particular moment, he was just angsty for that one sentence. Then they stopped and she looked at him and he was like, you incorrigible, you know? Then he was
Mhm.
like all flirty and
I didn't know you had a thing for Mexican wrestling.
Yeah, I think he was like playing into it a little bit too.
Arr. Chili con carne.
So Vision tells Wanda he's got plans with the neighborhood watch that night. And Wanda goes, "You're not supposed to." Which suggests that Vision is not following that part of her script.
Right. That's not what you're supposed to.
yeah, I know. I
Do
was
what
like,
I tell
"Whoa!"
you.
And so because that was so awkward between the two of them, Billy, talks to the camera and goes, "That's, not the only thing. Mom is being weird right now, and they aren't fighting, they're just different." So I mean, like, the kids are even picking up that there's something going on between the two of them, and it's just not right.
Right.
Notice everything.
They really do. And I think it's because Vision is also starting to come to the realization that he's not exactly sure, but he knows something isn't right.
Mhm.
And something weird is going on.
He's still trying to
Mhm.
figure it out.
Yeah.
So Wanda is super disappointed because, it's the kids' first Halloween and she envisioned Vision and her taking them trick or treating. But because of his neighborhood watch duties, Pietro was like, "Oh, I'll take them." Dear God help us.
He's like a frat boy,
Yes.
like
He is totally a frat boy.
Definitely the uncle that never grew up.
right?
Okay. So when Vision leaves, he tells Wanda to be good,
Yep.
which is a super odd statement.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my dog when we leave the house. Be a good girl.
Whenever anybody tells me to be good, I'm like, uh-huh.
I'm going to do the
Yeah.
exact opposite of what you just said now.
I go, uh-huh, sure.
Right.
Don't you tell me to be good,
You just watch yourself.
bucko.
Right. That's why I was like, and it was just so odd. He was like, "Be good." I'm like, "What the? Really?"
Yeah.
So we learned that he actually doesn't join the neighborhood watch and that he is on a mission of his own, but we don't know what that mission is yet. Then we are back at the sword base and we see Monica, and she is upset with douchebag Hayward
Oh, you think?
because he wants to take Wanda out. And Monica warns against it, saying, she's the solution, not the problem. And they pretty much get into an argument and, throwing his big balls around. He kicks Monica, Jimmy, and Darcy off the base.
I have to interject. He doesn't have big balls.
It's theoretical.
He's got a set of truck nuts. That's what he's
Oh
got.
my God, I fucking hate those. Just so disgusting.
But don't you think he's the kind of guy that drives a big old truck with like what is it? Like the
The
double,
lift.
yeah, with the lift and with the double set of wheels in the back
Uh-huh.
with
Yeah.
like a set of truck nuts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
he's that
love
kind.
that.
He's that guy. He's that guy that advertises. Basically, that whole setup is advertising how small of a wiener he has.
Yes.
For sure.
A micro. Now, if he had a Trump flag, you know he has a micro peenie. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So he tries to kick the three of them off the base. Meanwhile, while they're being escorted off the base, Jimmy and Monica take out the guards. and Darcy's just like, well, nobody told me the plan.
Right? That would be me. Like, I had no idea what was going on. No one told me. I'm not a mind reader.
I mean, is there like a special look you give or a special like eye twitch knows that you got to take them out?
Right. Like 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Just more of an understanding, like, yeah, okay, we're not listening. Like, watch.
Yeah.
So when they take the guards out, the three of them sneak back on the base. Then we jump back inside into Westview and we see Wanda and Pietro wandering the neighborhood with Billy and Tommy, and the neighborhood is now mysteriously packed with children.
There's the children.
There they are. Where'd
We've
they
been
been this
asking
whole
for
time?
5 episodes.
I know.
Where's
Where
the
are-
children?
Where the,
For the
children.
But where are the children?
I know.
Yes.
But yet they don't really address it at that given point. But we're just supposed to accept that there's a town full of children. And Pietro tells Billy and Tommy to unleash hell, demon spawn.
Ah!
Yeah, that's a key point right there. And
Yeah.
it looks like there's some tidbits, guys.
Yep.
Could it be Mephisto? Oh,
I
demon
don't know.
spawn.
Because they really are demon spawns.
So in the, do you want to explain it?
No, go ahead.
So-
This is my episode. I've been talking a lot. Please, somebody else.
So in the comics, Wanda, Wanda mistakenly used Mephisto to create the twins. She didn't know this at the time. And Mephisto has to reabsorb the children. Or no, it was somebody else, wasn't it? That reabsorbed them. Anyway, he needs them dead for him to grow, right? So he is just, he's a demon. He's a demon. He's a devil. He's Satan. So that's in the comics. So we'll see. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Not this season. They definitely.
I think we'll see some more answers in Doctor Strange too.
Yes.
Yes, I hope so.
If not before then.
Yes.
Right.
Because they set it up.
Completely.
I mean, they've left us these little breadcrumbs in all these episodes to where it's leading up to this, but we don't know it yet. We just theorize and think that that's where it's going.
Well, what episode did we talk about? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Doctor Strange showed up in this series. I
I
mean,
want to say we were discussing that in maybe episode 2.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, it definitely, it will
Because
come.
we were
to-
saying in
it's-
episode 3, he should have been there.
yeah, he should have been there
Yeah.
episode 3. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So while they are walking through, the town trick-or-treating, Wanda keeps testing Pietro. And she keeps asking him questions. And she makes comments that he looks different. But yet she honestly and genuinely seems confused as to why he's different. I honestly thought it was a little weird because she did seem so surprised that he looked so different.
Yeah.
Which then makes you wonder, is he there because Wanda wanted him there?
Right.
Or is he there because somebody put him there?
Right. Is
Because
somebody else
we've
doing
noticed so
this?
far that, she is losing her grip on this reality. So it made me wonder.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a question for clarity. Is Pietro there because Wanda wanted him there? Or is there another force that is inserting him into this reality?
Okay. All right. I'll put it in the questions for clarity. Did you see how he referred to himself as Uncle Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see his
Yeah, that was on one of my
His mom?
tidbits. He had when they were
Oh
talking,
my God, yes.
him and Vision and Wanda, when they were talking before they left the house, he had a mom tattoo. So does that mean, obviously mom? Or is that multiverse of madness?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Or
multiverse of madness.
It hits
Or-
theaters March 25th, 2022.
I know.
But it could also be Mother of Mutants or
Eh.
Magneto's own mutants.
Whatever. That's a stretch. I think that's a stretch.
Well, that's more of like the X-Men nod. So
Yeah.
for more Marvel MCU would be definitely multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I think that was going. So Wanda and Pietro are still walking through town, and Wanda greets Herb. Oh, Herb. And he is in the middle of a Halloween crisis with all the candy being gone and all the jack-o'-lanterns being smashed. And Wanda notices that something's gone awry.
Can we just point out how awesome everybody's costumes were?
Oh my God, I know, right? Like all the extras look legit.
Legit.
It looks like such a
legit.
fun town, though. If it was really real, like that'd be fun.
I know.
Herb is on his headset because he's on duty with the neighborhood watch. And after the mayhem is taking place, Wanda says, "Oh, well, Vision can help you out." And Herb goes, "He's not on duty."
What?
And Wanda looks perplexed, and Herb goes, "Well, did you want something changed?" Like never
Again.
have we seen so many things being questioned. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
the characters within Westview are going, "Oh, would you want to take that again? Do you want something changed?"
Right.
And
Oh.
it's so things are slowly unraveling.
Yep.
And we learn that the mayhem that Herb is concerned with is in due cause to Pietro and the twins with the help of his super speed, which, by the way, nobody seems to notice and or care that he is using it because there are tons of people around.
But they're all just players in her little game.
Right.
So,
But like in the
just like-
beginning, though, she would like try to hide everything, and like Vision couldn't go out as himself. But now I feel like, balls to the wall, everything's going on.
I
Right.
think that's because they were trying to keep with the 1950s
Normal.
motif. Yeah. Like you got to suppress it because it's not, quote, normal. But now they're in modern day where, up is down and down is up. And it's perfectly
that's true.
acceptable,
So we see Vision basically heading for the edge of town. And as he gets closer to the edge of town, he sees that people are barely moving. And he comes across a lady.
Oh,
I know, breaks my heart.
this
who
was
has
heartbreaking.
one tear streaming down her cheek as she repeats the same repetitive gesture over and over
Oh,
and over again, which is so unsettling because
yeah.
it made me feel like she was trapped and she knew it and she was just helpless.
Mhm. Yeah. It was
I can
terrible.
imagine.
So that brings us to our commercial break. The commercial break is for Yo Magic, the snack of survivors.
Talk about unsettling.
This entire commercial, the first time I saw it, had me shook.
I was
Right?
like, what the fuck just happened?
So the commercial features a little boy starving on a
an island.
small deserted island. And a shark pops out of the water and offers him a magic themed yogurt.
Yeah.
The boy can't open it. And we see him aging rapidly, only to leave a skeleton behind and no yogurt because he wasn't able to open it.
Oh, it was so unsettling.
It was a horrible commercial.
Yeah.
But I felt like it alluded to so much. I felt like it was alluding to what was going on in the show.
Yes.
Mhm.
A predator.
Yeah.
The shark is a predator. So could it mean Agnes? Could it mean Wanda with a false sense of salvation? but
Yeah.
all of it's an illusion. So it's really unclear what the shark gets out of this interaction. But then you take it a step further and the boy died. So is
Yeah.
that a precursor to the twins?
See, I had something totally different that I
Like,
found.
I was so into this freaking commercial that it literally was throwing me.
So
Because it felt like it could have been so many things.
I saw something where it was alluding that it was referencing the Red Skull being alone on Vormir. Like how when the boy, like, you know, how you said, like, he ages and then he becomes a skull and obviously he dies. But it was like, it kind of looked like the Red Skull and how he's all alone on Vormir.
Yeah.
He's doomed forever to be stuck there.
What is, hey, I know we were told that we got some great feedback lately and we were told to explain who is Red Skull for those.
Red Skull is from Captain America, the First Avenger. He is Johann Schmidt, was the head of Hydra in the beginning in the 1940s. And he had gotten the same type of experiments done on himself that Captain America did. But since the serum is meant to boost what you already have, so he was a bad person, so it made him an even badder person. It melted off his skin on his face, so all you just had was his red skull. So that obviously that's where the name came from. He had fought with Captain America, and then with the Tesseract, we thought the Tesseract had killed him, but then we find out in Endgame that he went to the planet of Vormir and is destined to hold and guard the Soul Stone.
Yes.
Forever. By himself. That
was a beautiful explanation of Red Skull.
Kudos.
Thank you. I mean,
you go, girl.
Because, you know, it involves Captain America, so of course I know that the best.
Of course.
I've seen that the most.
Yeah, this commercial, there are so many theories that, not even theories, there are so many summations you can make. So another one it could be, is the boy on the island referencing the citizens of Westview, that they're trapped under Wanda's control and they're slowly dying in isolation?
Oh, maybe. I like that one the best. I like that. Not that I like it, but it makes more sense to me. Yeah.
Well, but then I was also thinking, is it a reference to the fact that Wanda's magic is what is keeping Vision alive?
Because the yogurt is called Yo Magic.
Yeah. So is that what is trying to keep him alive, but she can't sustain it? I don't know. There's so many questions in one little short commercial.
I was just going to say, and the commercial was the shortest one we've seen so far.
Yeah, it was like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
If that. It was short. So after the commercial break, we see Wanda, Pietro, and the twins walking around the downtown area. And we see in the background that in their local theater, the movies that are showing are The Incredibles and The Parent Trap.
Yeah. How fun is that? Superhero family and a set of twins. It's awesome.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well,
awesome.
And The Incredibles has a speedster. The boy is a speed superhero.
Yeah, Dash is super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then The Parent Trap is about twins that switch identities.
Do either of you know if Wiccan or Speed switch in the comics?
No, I don't know.
Let
it down.
Let me write it down, baby. Okay, go ahead.
So by now we know that Pietro is the actor from the X-Men, yet he seems to have all the same memories of the MCU Pietro. Because in his exchange with Wanda, he mentions that the details are fuzzy, man. I got shot like a chump in the street for no reason at all. And the next thing I know, I heard you calling me. I knew you needed me. So his memories aren't the memories of the X-Men Pietro. It's of the MCU Pietro. But yet he's not played by the MCU Pietro. He's played by the X-Men Pietro.
I was really curious to see how they were going to go with this. I liked it. I did. I liked it.
The boys want to go exploring around town, and Wanda urges them not to go past Ellis Avenue, which we know why, because that is the boundary that nobody can go past.
Right.
So now we're back at Sword, and at the Sword base, Darcy is hacking into the base and accessing all of Hayward's devices, which is badass, and I love it.
And I love how it just takes her like 2 seconds to get there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Because she's a badass bitch.
Yep.
Like master hacker.
Yeah.
So she discovers that Hayward is tracking Vision, and his file, his name is Cataract.
I love it.
But
I
that
love
doesn't refer to anything in the MCU. But in real life is a medical condition,
Yes.
which is a cloudy area that forms over the eyes, leading to a decrease in vision.
Mm-hmm.
But the ironic thing is we notice that when Wanda gets flashes of dead Vision,
Mm-hmm.
and even, the next scene, we're going to see dead Pietro, their eyes look like they have cataracts.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a very smart title to a mission. Because you're losing your vision and they're losing vision and they don't want to lose vision. So
Right. But how is he tracking Vision though?
yeah, that's a good question.
I wonder if it's through his energy source, because him and Wanda are unlike any other residents in Westview.
But then he was also tracking the residents. Like they had who was it? Monica said that Darcy was saying that he's got a count on how many people are in the hex. Are they just is that just based off of the people that they know are missing?
Well, no, but then in this next scene that I was going to talk about, we see that Vision is nearing the edge of town,
Mhm.
and that the people near the edge of town are barely moving.
Right.
And Jimmy asks if they're alive. Like you see them like on like the sonar radar,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just like little blips. So I don't know. Like, do they have trackers?
I don't know. I mean, every drone. Well, he's got drones. Oh, question.
Yes.
Was it possibly Agent, what's his face in the sewer, that we don't know what happened to him?
Well, it's possible.
Maybe he
Agent who?
set up something. Oh, what was his name?
Oh,
beekeeper.
Franklin.
Yes.
Yes.
Franklin.
What? Possibly Agent Franklin.
Oh, yeah. That we never
We
find
don't
out what
be.
happened.
We never find out
'cause
what
he's
happened
there.
to him.
Could be.
So inside the hex, Vision beams himself up. He changes out of his wrestler costume and into Vision, and he's surveying the town, and he sees a car near the border that is just stopped and it's not moving. So he goes down and he discovers Agnes sitting in her car, dressed as a witch,
Ha!
and she is seemingly lost in a town that she supposedly grew up in.
Okay, question.
Yes.
The first episode, she says that she just moved to the neighborhood. Am I wrong? Am I remembering that wrong?
I read that too. When
Yeah.
did she say that though?
When she came over with the plant. I just moved in the neighborhood. I'm your neighbor to the right. My right, not your right.
No, I thought she said you,
I thought she was referencing that Wanda just
like
moved
that they
there.
just moved in.
Oh, okay.
But that's
could be
I read
wrong.
that too, and I was like, I don't remember her saying that. I mean, we watched it like 6 times, so
All right.
Yeah, right.
I
Well,
feel
we're gonna
like I
have to
would've-
watch it a 7th.
right. I feel like I would have remembered that
All right.
conversation, or at least that line.
All right.
We'll have to look it up.
We'll look at it again. Oh, any reason to rewatch it,
Oh man.
Oh shucks, I gotta watch it again.
So Vision wakes her up And she is like shaken. She refers to him as an Avenger, and he's totally lost because he doesn't have any recollection what Avengers are. And then she asks if she's dead, and he goes, "No, why?" "Well, because you're dead." And then she keeps going, and then she says that Wanda won't let them leave town. And she goes, "All is lost." And then she starts laughing like she's losing her mind. Like it's this maniacal laugh.
Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. Did you ever watch the Muppet movie?
Yes.
The maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh.
I love it.
So I just need to point out Catherine Hahn's acting in this scene, well, in the whole season, is stellar. But this scene in particular shows you such range. You can tell that that woman has done extensive stage work. Like, not just film, but stage work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She went to theater school, let me tell you.
Oh, for sure.
It was so good. It was so convincing.
But I feel like when she was saying that he was dead, like it kind of reminded me of the first episode where they're like, "Stop it. Stop it."
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
just keep
Mhm.
repeating. She's like, "Dead, dead, dead."
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought
Okay,
the
I
same
get it.
thing. No, they're stuck in this
Emphasizing it.
rewind. Well, look at everybody else on the edge of town. The poor
Yeah.
lady with the tear down her face.
Yeah.
Right. And then
You
they're
know?
just staring, not even moving.
And her partner in the back just moving the pumpkin, removing the pumpkin, moving the pumpkin, removing.
Mhm.
They're stuck this way.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're just stuck in, they need a reboot,
Yep.
So then Vision wakes her back up and puts her back in her role. But this really made me wonder, knowing what we know about Agnes, is she faking it? Because she's
Yes.
not an ordinary citizen. So she literally just faked that entire exchange. Because she just like wakes up and dumps a whole lot of shit onto
Yeah.
Vision.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she did it on purpose.
Absolutely.
And I think she did it to like push him to want to see what was outside of the hex, like
Mhm.
even further than he had already even wanted to know what was out there.
Oh yeah. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
And then the whole line of all is lost.
What was that about?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
lost?
Like, I was confused by that.
Like, I feel like that was a hint at something.
I do too, but I have no clue what it was a hint to.
Mm-mm.
Nope. But
No, I couldn't.
what is lost? Like that was, I put a big
Like,
question. I highlighted
sanity,
it.
humanity. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's down.
Awesome. Back at the sword base, Monica wants to go back in, and Darcy warns Monica that the hexes changed her DNA. But Monica doesn't seem bothered by it at all.
No, because her DNA's already changed.
Right.
With the
because
snap.
Well,
I'm sticking to it. I'm
Yeah.
sticking to it.
absolutely. Because it furthers our point that in the comics, Monica actually gains the ability to transform herself into any form of energy within the electromagnetic spectrum after getting bombarded by all the extra dimensional energies,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
which you're encountering being in the hex, being
Right.
literally shoved out of it, then reemerging yourself back into it. So I think that only just solidifies what the theory is right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Then Monica and Jimmy set off to meet her aerospace engineer friend who's going to get her back into the hex, who created a vessel that is supposed to get her back into Westview safely.
Yep. Oh boy.
And why are we all excited?
Because we don't know who that is, but we have theories.
We have good theories.
And our theories are Reed Richards.
Yes.
God, I hope so.
I hope so too. We'll see. We still have hope. We still have
We do. It's a lingering theory.
it's a lingering theory, but that I think we are completely 100% correct with. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So while Monica and Jimmy go off to meet the aerospace engineer, Darcy stays back because she wants to get through Hayward's last firewall. And as
Mhm.
she's going through files, one file reads Project M5-247. 247, I was reading on the Googler, is in reference to comic book issue number 247, which features the Eternals revealing their origin and the Scarlet Witch and Vision trying to help Captain Marvel.
Oh! Ooh.
And we've seen so far through almost full 6 episodes, we're near the tail end of episode 6, that WandaVision is blatantly latent in comic references and comic world.
Yes.
So I feel like, as we always say, everything means something, and I
Yes,
feel
it
like this
Yeah.
definitely
This
is
definitely
a comic
was.
reference for sure.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
While walking through town, Pietro asked Wanda where she was hiding all the kids.
Okay.
He is confused about what's going on, and he seems to be the only one that's relatively aware that Wanda is doing this. And he even makes the comment that she's handling the ethical considerations of the scenario as best you could. Like, what the fuck? So I mean, we didn't miss it, but we know that there have not been any other kids aside from the twins in this episode. Or in this 5 episodes leading up to this episode.
Right.
Yeah, because Vision mentioned that in last week's episode.
Right.
That he even noticed it.
Maybe that's why she created this little world now.
Maybe.
Because he was like questioning it. And she's like, see, now they're here. Are you happy now?
Right.
Now go be my husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
And enjoy Halloween with our family.
But it also kind of leads you down a more dark path to where, like, if every other citizen in town, meaning all of the adults, have been up and functioning in everyday life, like, where were these poor kids?
In their homes. I mean, there's got to be kids there, right? There's got to be.
Right, but are they really living their life, or are they like dormant?
Like the people
until
on the
she
edge of
awakens them for her purpose.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think it is.
Like, that's so fucking sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And like, Wanda feels guilty because she even asked Pietro if he thinks it's wrong. And dumb shit says no.
Right.
But he says no.
He's a frat dude. Come on.
Right.
And she's like, I don't know. I don't know how this happened. I don't remember. She goes, I just remember feeling alone and empty. She goes, endless nothingness, which is so sad within itself, but I still don't think the ends justify the means because
Right.
Well, because we're
empathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, we all know the signs of depression and we know to go get help.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, where the MCU, I don't think they've ever heard of a therapist. Come on.
No.
But then again, if there was therapy in the MCU, it wouldn't be as fun.
Right.
No.
Oh, of course not.
Because 99% of all the bullshit that happens in the MCU is due to some
Could have been
dude.
solved by therapy.
Yes.
Wanda asks Pietro where his accent is.
Yeah,
and
where's
he asks
his
her,
accent?
what happened to yours?
Right.
Which is my question the whole time. The whole time.
And to be honest, spoiler alert, you ain't gonna find out.
Right.
We kind of get some answers about that.
Maybe
but
in the multiverse of madness we'll find out.
yeah,
Maybe.
we'll see.
Pietro recalls that he got shot for no reason at all, and Wanda briefly sees a flash of X-Men Pietro.
Yeah.
With the fatal wound sustained by the MCU Pietro. Just like she did with Vision in episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It was creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely point taken. But what was the
So-
point?
Everything means something. There's a point to it.
Yeah.
So I did think there was a point to it. And
Okay.
seeing that this was my episode, I wanted to really dissect everything as much as I could. Diving back into the comics section of things, in Doctor Strange, in Avengers comic number 503, he warned just how dangerous someone who can manipulate reality really is. He's even quoted as saying, "Can you understand the delicate mindset of a woman, a person who has control over reality?" And he goes, "It means reality controls her. Imagination becomes the enemy and structure disappears," which is exactly what we're seeing here. Wanda's
Whoa.
grip on reality is slipping.
Completely.
Uh-huh.
She's got so
And-
much PTSD.
Exactly.
It's beyond.
Right. Like what she saw before, and then she got blipped, and then all of a sudden she's unblipped, and then fighting an endgame.
And she's the one having to kill Vision for
Right.
the betterment of everybody.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
So, I mean, this all happens, in the matter of pretty much what, hours?
But you know what? I do have to give her, at least she's not committing suicide.
Right.
yes.
But I mean,
I've known-
she goes
know?
through everything, with killing Vision, seeing him die twice, then getting
Ugh.
blipped, then getting unblipped, fighting an endgame, and then Tony's funeral. And then it's just
Yeah.
all
She's
It's
lost.
too much.
right
It's so much grief.
Right.
So much grief. Her
in such a
parents,
short period of time. Yeah.
her brother,
Mhm.
Tony Stark. Like you said, it's just
Yeah.
so much grief.
It just keeps building and building.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
We see Vision reaching the barrier, and all the sword agents are waiting for him on the other side. And he begins to step outside the hex, and pieces of him are literally starting to disintegrate. And we
Oh.
see that he's dying.
His biceps were going bye-bye.
Yeah. Like pieces of him were flying off and literally breaking down.
I was like, no, not the biceps.
Anything but the biceps.
And Darcy sees what's happening to him, and she is like trying to cry out and saying, "Somebody help him."
Yeah.
Well, all the douchebags at Sword are not happy with that, and they detain her and handcuff her to a truck.
Ugh.
And that Billy can sense, like, this is the first time like he's gotten the realization of his powers. He can
Mhm.
sense that Vision is in trouble, and he goes to warn Wanda. And man-child Pietro makes a very insensitive comment about her dead husband dying twice, and she just poof, she blasts him, which is
See
great
ya.
because I'd have been like, "Get out of my
I would,
face!"
yeah,
Right.
me too.
If she didn't have her power, she
And-
totally would have clocked him.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And Wanda is asking Billy where he's at, and she's like, "You need to focus." And he says that he sees soldiers and that he thinks that Vision is dying.
Ugh.
So Wanda like freeze frames everything, like everything in downtown Westview like stops.
Yeah.
And she starts to use her powers to expand the boundaries of Westview.
Mhm.
But in doing so, she consumes the sword base, which literally turns into a circus.
Dancing monkey.
Because
And-
go ahead, say it. I know you're going to say
I was going to say, in fun fact, in the comics, there's a
Oh.
plot where the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver and Hawkeye join a circus.
No.
Really?
Nice.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
I
What were you
loved
going
it.
to say?
I was going to say that last episode, or no, 2 episodes ago, when Darcy is riding in the van and she's talking
Oh,
to the other
yes.
scientist, she goes, well, Sword's got a regular clown car.
Yep.
And now it's a clown car.
Literally.
Literally a clown car.
And unfortunately, not everybody gets absorbed into the hex and turns into clowns. Hayward escapes,
Oh,
along with some other agents. But we're left not knowing what happens to Monica and Jimmy. We don't see if
That's-
they get absorbed. We don't
Right,
see if they
yeah.
make it out. We
Mhm.
don't know. And the episode dramatically ends with, "Please stand by."
oh.
Dun dun dun.
It was a really good episode, though.
Oh my god, it was so
Good
good.
job, James. Good job.
Good job, Jamie. Good job. Good
Thanks,
recap.
guys. Thanks, ladies.
Love it. Do you have any other tidbits, ladies?
I don't have tidbits, but I have a question for clarity. But we can do tidbits first.
Let's do tidbits first.
Okay, so I just had the one tidbit when Pietro and Wanda are with the kids trick-or-treating and he says kick ass and she's like kick ass. Like she's just questioning it. That's kind of homage to the Kick-Ass, obviously Kick-Ass movie that Evan Peters was in. But also, did you know who else was in that? Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Who played the other Pietro.
Who played the other Pietro. So both Pietros were in this movie.
You want to know what? I like that movie a lot. And I've seen it a couple times. I did not realize that. That's a good tidbit. That's a very good tidbit.
And so, going back to my catchphrase of everything means something. So obviously Ellis Avenue is, the end of the hex. So I was like, well, what does that mean? Like, what is Ellis Avenue?
Right.
Who's Ellis? What does that mean? And
it's gotta mean something.
Right. Because everything means something. And it's to Warren Ellis. He wrote some of the Marvel comics.
But the president's name was Matthew Ellis, right? Remember in which no. He was he was the president in Winter Soldier and one of the Iron Mans.
Okay. But
President Ellis, right?
That sounds.
But maybe they named him after the writer.
Yeah. But there was a Warren Ellis, who wrote the
nice
some of the Marvel comics.
Very cool.
So those are my two tidbits.
Okay.
Did you have any tidbits?
I do. I
love it.
All right.
Oh, so wait. Ooh,
yes, go ahead.
I got a big one. Sorry.
Ooh. What?
Going back to Yo Magic, the yogurt or whatever it was.
Yeah, the commercial.
It says a snack for survivors. Just kind of like playing on like somebody snacking off of Wanda's powers.
That's a good theory. I could see it.
And we see later that we know somebody who snacks off other people's
To be honest, that's right. To be honest, that's my favorite theory so far about that commercial.
Yeah. I forgot that was what I also had under
That's
that
awesome.
one.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Sorry. That was
No, that's okay. I think I only have one here. Let me double check my notes. I have two. Okay, I have two. So the first one is why Halloween? Why did they make it so prominent in the series? It's because Scarlet and Vision series were known for their Halloween issues. So it was a thing. Yeah. So the first issue of the second, the Vision and Scarlet Witch series starts on Halloween night.
Oh, okay.
And they were just known for their Halloween issues. So that's why the homage to Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then when Wanda and Pietro are talking, she's trying to test him just to see if he's real or not. And she, when Wanda asks about the kid in the orphanage who had that skin thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be the beautiful people on Reddit. A lot of them think that it's a reference to a mutant kid, Brotherhood colleague Toad. That's what it said.
Okay.
Interesting.
So I don't know who that is. I'm not up on the X-Men at all. I watched the first movie.
Admittedly not.
Yeah. I watched the first movie for Hugh Jackman's bulging veins. His bulging veins. Get your head out of the gutter. And so, but
what? Huh? What?
So I'm not I don't know. Not that I'm not a fan. I just, am not up on my
You're in
X-Men.
it for the eye candy. We get it.
Yeah. Well, come
And
on.
only.
How do you think I got into MCU to begin with? As well as you.
I was just gonna say that's exactly how I got into it. Okay. I'm
I
not
love
judging.
it.
I'm not judging.
Actually,
Just stating.
Just stating
Yeah,
a fact here.
all right. But that's all I got. That's all I got. So, all right. What's your question for? Let's move on the question to clarity. What's your question for clarity? We have none to answer, by the way. We didn't have any
I know.
question. Oh, wait. You want to know what? No, we had none. I just checked.
No, we
my
didn't have
notes.
any. Because remember, we kept saying that episode 5 was more of a bridge to get to the ending, the last section of the season.
Right. So, what's your question of clarity?
So, I wanted to know, and I know that we're not going to find this out, but when I was watching it, I wanted to know what would happen if Pietro stepped outside the barriers.
Oh,
like would he have memories of the X-Men instead of the MCU, or would he revert to MCU Pietro and die?
Right, that's
Because
what I was just gonna say.
MCU Pietro's dead,
right?
Just like Vision is dead.
Ooh.
Dead.
I guess it would all. Well, he was dead before the snap, so he would be dead. I think he would be dead.
Right, just like how Vision couldn't come back,
how-
or Black Widow.
Yeah.
Or would he, because his body is X-Men Pietro, would he have those memories back? I just had so many questions. Like I said, I know I'm not going to get an answer.
Overanalyzing this.
I know, but it's hard not to.
How do you not?
Right.
All right.
I know, it's hard not to.
Right. I have it written down. Do you have any other questions for clarity, ladies?
How is Hayward tracking them?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was a
I
good
have
one.
that. Wait.
Yeah, you wrote that
Yeah,
down.
I have
when we
that
were
down.
talking about
Okay.
it.
So this is what I have for next week. Is Pietro there because of Wanda or another person?
Mm-hmm.
Do Wiccan and Speed ever switch their powers? How is Hayward tracking Vision and the rest of the population in town? And Agatha said, all is lost. What did she mean by that? And what would happen if Pietro stepped out of the hex?
Yep, that's about it. That's all the
Wow.
questions.
I think that's enough. I think that's good.
Yeah, that's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
But with it,
These are fantastic questions. Good job on you, ladies.
with an episode like this, it's hard not to have so many freaking questions. Like,
I know, right?
oh, vey.
Yeah. Good show, ladies. Good job, Jamie.
Thanks,
Excellent job.
ladies.
That was a hard show. That was a hard episode. Good for you.
Yeah.
And
I know.
all the tidbits, girl, you did your deep dives.
Well, this was an important episode. Now only imagine what's going to happen for the last one.
We have 3 episodes left. Now each episode is down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
I have the next one, and I am so excited. So, all right, ladies, it's late. I gotta pee. So,
Again.
Let's call it a night.
Yes.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
3,000. We've been talking a lot about food today. Ugh.
And I don't know why I'm not hungry, but
Between
we
your
can always talk of food.
between the two of you cooking and me baking, like maybe we should write an MCU cookbook.
I don't know that I know enough to.
Right.
write a
I know.
cookbook.
I definitely do not.
I don't know about
That'd
that.
mostly be yours, girl.
Do you know who wrote a cookbook? We all know somebody who wrote a cookbook.
Who?
My
Your mom?
mom. Mm-hmm.
She did.
Does not surprise me.
And guess what? She was on the Bobby Flay Food Network show
Shut
Really?
up.
For
All
her-
right, when?
for her barbecue pork sandwiches.
Aww.
She wrote a book called recipes from the Mother Road, and it was all Route 66 like Route 66 like esque. And so she took people's suggestions and stuff, and she like wrote this cookbook. And it was other people's like a church cookbook,
Yeah.
That's how it was. But it was everybody from Chicago. I want to say, I don't know if it was from Chicago to Missouri or if it was Chicago all the way to California. But and Bobby Flay got his hands on this, and he made my mom's barbecue pork chops and was
That's
on.
so
Get
cool.
out.
Yeah. So
Wow.
she never met him because he just did voiceovers.
Right.
It was a
Mm,
voiceover, but she got to be on there.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And you asked my parents about it. My dad says without fail, my car was on there. Never says about his wife. He's like, my 66 Chevelle was on there. And my mom's like,
You're
I
right.
was on there. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm really
That was
proud
the
of
reason
her.
why your car was on there.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. That is not many people can say that.
I know, right? And she doesn't really talk about it much,
Yeah,
Oh,
I never knew.
Kathy.
I know. I
Love
love her.
it.
Mama Miller.
Yeah. I'm proud of her.
I love it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I
We're
just
gonna
have
be
to
doing
find
this
where
till
I'm at.
we're gonna be doing this till fucking midnight because we keep getting sidetracked. Because I won't shut my mouth.
Sure. I'm like a high of wearing makeup today. That's why.
And I
Your story.
had like 6 cups of coffees today.
Oh my god.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yes.
All before noon, but still I had 6 cups.
Oh, wait. I wouldn't be able to sleep. Okay, where did I leave off?
Everybody
least twice.
smile. Everybody smile. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Wait, let me fix my hair.
Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Control. Nope. Hold on. Nope. Hold on. Let's see. Shift. Command. Is that it? Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. Hold on. All right. Everybody smile. All right. I just took a picture of us all on the Zoom, and you can use it. Oh, we look so cute.
Oh, I don't know about that. This is like out the shower, hair dried.
No.
This is 2 days of not washing my hair.
Okay, but you literally look like you also have like a beautiful face of makeup on.
Seriously, you're
I have
glowing.
eyebrows. That's all I have. Like you.
That's my only saving grace every day. Is eyebrows.
Exactly.
I wish I had eyebrows. I'm saving up for some microblading,
Oh
girls.
yes.
I want
that
microblading.
so
Wanted
bad.
to.
So bad.
Yeah.
Can I just say that this week, my new mantra is no is a full sentence.
Yes. Seriously.
Yes. It is.
My new mantra. I am just loving Elizabeth Olsen and her sisters who told her that, who is now just the Olsen twins have just laid on knowledge to all of us.
Like mad respect for that because
Way
Yes,
mad
that is
respect.
such a powerful statement.
Yes.
So powerful. God, I love them. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that was well worth the interruption.